What's going on, guys? So I saw this path behind me the other day when I was doing my lower Suhkumvit walk, and I'll link that video up above. But I want to come out and walk this and just see what's over here and have a talk. And one of the things I was thinking about talking about with you guys is trusting in the process, how I learned that, and also what it means to me in my work. So let's go. A little sketchy stairway to start with. This looks like a pretty long klong. Let's see where this heads. So yeah, what I was thinking about was trusting in the process. Something that maybe wasn't super intuitive to me when I started out, and also something that I learned, you know, as an engineer especially. But I remember my first couple startups, you can see this little gap here. There's someone coming up behind me. So my first couple startups, I was much more intuitive, I think, or I tried to be much more intuitive with my work, where as I matured, as I grew, especially as I learned more about engineering, I became much more process driven. And I learned to trust in the process. Trust the processes that were being applied. And that was a pretty big thing for me. Really improved not just my approach to business, but my methodology when it came to, well, it's an interesting power setup. Be careful here. Little way to get down. I see there's a door here. So, you know, learning those processes really helped me to refine my own approach to business, my own approach to entrepreneurship, and my own approach to design. And I think it doesn't matter what the process is, right? It doesn't matter what the actual function that you're doing is. If you're applying a process, you have to trust in it. Don't second guess the steps. Wait for it to play out. I think that's really important. I see. So there's some unlocked gates here. You can get down to different toys. Okay. Oh, it starts to really get overgrown. You know, but like I said, you have to trust in what you're doing. Trust in the steps of the process. That's why you're applying the process. Too often, I see people who skip a step in a process or skip, oh, big open land. This is in the middle of the city, guys. This is just wide open. Not the middle of the city. I mean, we're on lower Suhkumvit, but still. Wide open, wow. But yeah, so I was saying, so often, way too often, I see people who look to apply a process, and then they don't like the way one step turned out. And instead of going back and double checking, they just scrap the whole process that they're working on, when I think it's important to trust in the process, trust in the potential outcomes. You know, and any good process is going to, it's going to have systems in place for you to go back, check what you did, check what you were doing, and make sure that you did it right. Or if the result is negative and shows that what you're doing isn't going to work, they should allow you to go back a step and make changes, to make a small iteration, a small pivot, and then try again. How wild is all of this land, guys? Wow. This is beautiful out today. Little hot. 97 degrees, I think. Feels like 101 Fahrenheit. So I believe it feels like 40 degrees Celsius. Man, this is gorgeous. Smack here, somewhere between BANGKOK and Punnawithi, is where all this land lives. How wild. So I was thinking about, the reason I was thinking about this in particular was, you know, the other day I was going over the discipline entrepreneurship process, the methodology with some people. And I'll check out this little statue up here. Little secret passage here. So anyway, I was going over disciplined entrepreneurship, which is a very rigid process in itself. And, you know, some people weren't understanding that, you know, it's a step-by-step process. The process is there for you to work through. You can't get halfway and be like, all right, I'm done. You know, the same with design thinking. With design thinking, you should be able to loop back at any time to any other stage in design thinking and make changes. You know, whether you're using that for product design or some type of service design or leadership, you know, you should be able to always loop back to one of the other steps. Well, it looks like we have a little disparity in the path up ahead. That could be interesting. On the back of someone's house here, or a house they're building, I guess, or they're working on. Nice spot. Oh yeah, this looks lived in, and then they're just doing some work. Yeah, I hear a dog. A little dog, maybe. Oh, there's a big guy. Got his chain on him. He's barking in the other direction, not at me. Oh, so, huh. I don't know if there's anywhere I'm going to be able to walk through over here. Let me see. Can I get down and get back up? Maybe not. Oh, yeah, maybe. Maybe not over there. Ooh, some interesting steps. Sorty crap. Also, I'm really like just in it now, local. I see some condos back here. I think I saw those the other day. Sorty crap. Okay. Oh, cute dog. Yeah. Some condos. I think I'll get back over here and probably loop back up to Suhkumvit. But yeah, guys, that's essentially it. Trust in the process. If you're going to apply a process, trust in it. Trust that it's going to give you the outcome that you're looking for, or that the process, I should rephrase that. Not that it's going to give you the outcome that you're looking for, but that the process is going to give you an outcome that is in line with its parameters. So you really, no matter what a process is that you're working on, you shouldn't be anticipating the outcome. You should let it work through. Now, I'm not saying that being intuitive isn't a good thing, because it definitely is, but process exists for a reason. And yeah, I think there are great tools and great frameworks out there that you can use and get a really positive result. Wow, nice area. It's really cool that, you know, here we have a big condo, not a high-rise, but big, and then some very local homes here. Classic. Its upper top is wooden, lower is concrete, Thai homes. Very interesting. You know, it's always fun to see that sort of juxtaposition when you have this older architecture with the newer architecture. It shows the evolution of the city. Sorry, crap. Really nice locals, just hanging out. Trash. Yeah, here's some more. These are a little bit more modern, not as modern as the other condo, but newer units versus these, which are considerably more run down. It looks like this store is probably seeing renovations, undergoing it. Yeah, some of these look more local. You have like that more modern brick in the back there. Very cool indeed. That's kind of cool. I'm sort of glad that that path ended where it ended. A couple of guys probably look like laborers having a few midday beverages after work. Here's obviously a baller house right next to me. Nice, nice, nice. Yeah, I really enjoy, like I said, the juxtaposition of newer architecture mixed with older architecture, those old Thai houses there right next to a condo. Here's a modern, very modern looking house. Nice front to it. Gorgeous area. It's nice, like when you get into this parts of lower Suhkumvit, if you go more north or you go to like Lat Phrao, you start to see more of this mixed type of architecture in these areas that were developed over time, as opposed to mass rapid development that you see in the center of the city, which is again nice and it all looks beautiful, but it's different all in all. It's a very different feel to live somewhere with just, oh, this looks like a school maybe. Yeah, it looks like a school. You know, it's a very different feel to be somewhere that is completely built up and everything is super modern, versus a neighborhood like this or where I live, where there's a mix of the architecture and you can see it has developed over time and had changes. Take a look at this door. This singular red door sitting here in this concrete wall. No stairs leading up to it, probably a meter off the road. Just sitting there by itself. How cool is that? Door to nowhere, door to somewhere, I don't know. Oh, here's a house with like 10 Mercedes inside of the gate. That's a super modern looking home inside there too. So this house that's right here, super modern, like I said, there's a bunch of Mercedes inside, versus something that's a little bit more in the middle here. Much more middling of a house, right next to an old traditional wooden Thai house. All next to each other within a few meters. That's super cool. It adds such a texture to the tapestry of Bangkok. Really nice. Oh, a little squirrel. Or I don't know, it's a skinny something. Rat, squirrel. It's climbing like a squirrel. Up these bamboo onto the line. Overgrown electrical utilities. So this is why I do these walks, guys. I'm always discovering new things, and I am just adding more and more depth to my understanding of Bangkok, of the Big Mango. Like I said, these types of neighborhoods add such a texture to the city that it's undeniably enjoyable on so many more levels. This door is maybe not even 5 feet tall. Yeah, so yeah, these neighborhoods, guys, just absolutely. Yeah, I get that it's not for everyone. Some people want to live right in the middle of Bangkok, right in the middle of the city. That happens to not be for me. I really, really enjoy this part of the city, and I get so much more joy living in Bangkok than I ever did living in Asok. And I'll tell you that, again, that was part of my process of discovering different parts of the city and living there. Another little old house tucked away in the back here, beautiful. And this house is right behind a massive condo. As a massive condo with this little tiny house right in front of it or right behind it. Man, again, just adds so much. It adds so much to my personal enjoyment of the city. I will say that. With that, that's a cool little blue, not little, huge blue building right there. That's cool. Looks like a big industrial spot. Well, anyway, guys, with that being said, looks like I'm coming back up on a main road here, so I'm gonna wrap this up. And until next time, guys, keep taking action. Make your ideas reality.